Hello, world, and we're live. It is I'm not going to say that because it gets close to words that get us flat. I am Ryan, aka Crownson's Corner. This is the Healing Chefs podcast. The other host we have over here is Jay. True. What's up? How you doing, dog?
Another day in paradise,
Yeah,
brother.
yeah. We're all about that weed. And the Healing Chefs podcast is all about healing and all that, and helping each other, community growing, all that kind of stuff. Chef comes from the word chief. Chief meaning leader. Anybody that we have on here, I believe, is a leader in their own walk of life, job, whatever they do. Today's chef, though, is Jacob of Earth Rhythm.
Oh yeah, I really appreciate that.
Everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. Everybody, can you hold them back? Security. All right, thanks. I'm high. Thank you very much for coming. Sorry, it's been a little technical difficulties, Arizona traffic, all sorts of stuff.
No doubt.
But we also have some stuff here. But awesome. Thank you for showing up. We're just gonna fly into it. Go ahead and jump into like the first segment, and this is a little bit more about you, and we'll get into like Earth Rhythm as we learn about you as well. So, cannabis journey, real quick, please.
No doubt.
Real quick, hold on one second. They're gonna play this little. All right. So cannabis journey is all about like how you yourself found cannabis, and then we'll kind of move on to the Earth Rhythm and stuff.
Totally. So my name's Jacob. I'm from Santa Cruz, California, born and raised.
Shout out California SC.
Yes, sir.
Santa Cruz.
Definitely. We have a huge, rich culture of cannabis in our town. You know, mom and dad probably aren't going to be super psyched hearing all of this, but I got into it really, really young. First time smoking, probably 11 years old or so, 10 years old. Brother was already into it.
Sorry, we had someone yelling in the back. That's why we were all kind of like staring at the sky. But 10, 11 years old. Hey, mom.
Yeah, sorry, guys. I think they kind of already know,
It's too late.
But yeah, like we were, I skated and my brother's heavy in the moto scene, already kind of selling weed, doing the thing. And, my parents weren't big smokers, but most of all of our friends and all of our people around us were, big growers in the town before it was really legal or cool or, to do that as a living. So
yeah,
my first start was like first time smoking was at X Games, going with my brother. And then my first time really with the plant was, at a few friends' house. A lot of their parents were growers, so they would put us to work and have us defulling or wiring up or just getting some free labor out of us as kids and shoot us a nug or two to make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, someone's got to do it.
Oh yeah.
and plus with never mind, because kids, we're not trying to
promote anything. No, definitely not. But I do think there needs. I mean, it's a plant. You know what I mean? You're working in the garden. I think that stigma should be out of there. Of like,
you help your parents cut in the grass.
Exactly.
That's all I was trying to do.
Exactly. Totally.
For anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's dope. So yeah, you had an early start with it and whatnot, and moving on from there. And then because you guys definitely grow a different way than a lot, especially because Brett was telling me
definitely
Growing Passion was telling me that you guys did that. Like, how did you transition into like watching other people do it, and then to where you got like? Then I'm not talking all the way Earth Rhythms. I'm talking about you were learning a little bit, and then how did that evolve?
When I really got to start getting into it was like kind of end of high school, beginning of college. I got to mess around in some closets and just, play around with like some Fox Farms nutrients or just whatever was available at the time.
I remember the pictures.
Totally. Some Tiger Bloom and shit. I can curse on this, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Fuck yeah. I think someone just yelled fuck in the back.
And so, yeah, like beginning of college, actually out here at ASU, I had like a little closet. We brought some clones down and made the drive, and they, half of them ended up dying because I had no idea what I was doing.
Trial and error.
And then
rest in peace, those plants.
Hey man, those are some good strains too. Shout out Kind Peoples for having a good clone list back then.
Shout out.
And then after that, I really got in. I was a heavy broker first, so I knew a lot of people that were growing really good indoor, especially in Northern California.
Yeah, we
would go around to different stores throughout the state, and
like Mendo and Humboldt, and
a lot of San Diego actually. There was definitely that we could get really good quality up north, and you make your point or two. That's kind of how I got introduced to like so many different styles and so many different qualities, and then moved to Oregon shortly after that to do a grow up there, legal. Kind of got my feet wet in like what the structure is for how to set these things up, how they're supposed to be done properly, and as far as like compliance and all of those things. And then, playing around, those guys were a no-till style at that time. So I got to get a little more knowledge about, plant biology and soil biology and how to nutrify the plant without a bottle,
Yeah. So
we're using Korean farming methods, or
Korean natural farming, no-till, soil beds, top dresses, teas,
FPJs.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, for those people that, like myself, don't know what FPJ,
fermented plant juice.
Thank you. You're welcome too. I'm just sitting here. Yeah, dog. Yeah. So this is why definitely True is part of this as a co-host, because he brings a little more credibility as a grower and whatnot.
Totally.
I myself have only ever been in Missouri and been checking out the hydro store, and then get told, matter of fact, don't go buy nothing there, because as soon as you buy that, they're calling the cops on your way out the door.
And they're tracking
so
your
I've
ass.
never and I always, if I do something, if you guys haven't noticed, and when I do something, I kind of go all in. So we're getting there for me to grow, but that's dope. Thank you guys. So with the fermented, why are you fermenting that real quick to get for the different like potassiums and
exactly. You've got some major micronutrients and some bacteria and fungi that are produced in there, as well as you're using it also as a raw sugar, right? So plants uptake the sugar.
Not putting Mountain Dew in the.
No, I mean you could. People have, you know what I mean?
I know they have.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah. The Kool-Aid one used to kill me.
Hell no. We had some crazy grows up north that would do some wild things.
No, he said he put Mountain Dew in it. But you can find it online. Anyway,
Ted's a wild man.
Hey,
people love Ted though. Shout out Ted.
Shout out Ted. Ted, check the DMs. No, we've been I talked to Ted here and there. He's a busy man. But no, yeah, that's dope. So that's how you get some of the sugars and stuff. And wow, I've been hearing a little bit lately of that. A lot of like the no-till and stuff. There's been problems with it. Is it with like the HLV or?
So it's a really, really difficult style, especially on a commercial level to do. It's you have so many different bugs and different life forms going on in the soil that you're kind of balancing everything out, and it's very easy to get out of balance. It's very easy for problems to arise. Us in the grow, especially on a commercial level, you really want to try to mitigate as many problems as possible to try to have the best experience for the consumer.
Yeah.
As well as like the nutrification. It's much harder to get that direct nutrification to the plant because you have to be planning so far ahead for it to get in there, right? Like the teas, you're pouring in a bunch of fungus and bacteria, but that needs to culture and colonate within the soil. It's not like, a bottle feed, you're going to be just going straight to it, right?
It's not as readily available.
It's the same. Okay. So as a chef, this is how I relate to what you just said, right? All right. So when as a chef, you're a healer as in food and nutrients and stuff like that. So you can get the nutrients that you need in the pill form and the supplements and the vitamins and stuff like that, but it's not going to be the same as when you get it from plants and the natural stuff. So
absolutely not. So, and your brix levels, your sugar levels within the plant are going to be much different.
Yeah. And then even with the fake stuff that with food and stuff, you're going to have inflammation in your body. So that has to happen within plants and stuff too. So dope.
Totally.
I find things that relate to me, and then I'm like, all right, I got it. So dope. Thank you for that. And then, so you learned that stuff.
Was out there for about a year or so, and then came back down to Santa Cruz. That partnership didn't quite work out. Would never speak bad about anybody. Those guys are actually all rad dudes, still doing the thing, rocking up there. And then I came back down to Santa Cruz and linked up with a buddy's dad. I was just trying to get back into growing, back with the plant. And my buddy's dad is old school. Like, this man is in his 60s now. He's been growing forever. He's a legend in the game. He used to grow Big Sur holy weed, like up in Big Sur, fly from there to Mendo, grow up there, fly all that to Hawaii, sell it out there, hang out, surf, and then come back to Santa Cruz. I was there like triangle. They rocked that for years.
Damn.
He had, my buddy.
That's a fucking life.
He's the man, bro. My buddy had a med card in their backyard garden when he was in junior high. He was like 13 years old with a med card in the backyard. His parents approved that.
What have I been doing my whole life?
Well, sir, you went to the military, so.
Oh yeah. And guess what? I smoked weed in the military too. I got kicked out for smoking weed. Check the paperwork.
Yeah, let's change that.
Yeah. Let's stop that because I needed that. But no, okay.
So Dan ended up setting me up with my now partner Todd in Earth Rhythm. This was still the medical days. This was still, definitely not properly permitted. Everything, but we were running a decent amount of lights for back then. It was like 40 lights, basically trap style.
Middle highlights.
Huh?
Middle highlight.
No, actually at this time it was Gavitas. We did have the bat wings. We had a room that was all bat wings with the HPS that would be metal halide actually. And we got that place was really the breeding ground for learning really everything where we're at today. We got to just learn so many different things. We had different rooms as far as like how you control the environments, what kind of, if you're using fans that are oscillating, if you're using fans that are opposite direction, your different lights, your different styles of veg rooms, how you're cooling the veg rooms. And then that place was ran on a fucking diesel generator, so we're also playing fucking mechanic every other day, trying to keep the thing going.
Shit, yeah, because even in Iraq, I remember our generators going out a lot.
Oh man,
yeah,
those things are scary. They're loud, they're gnarly. It's a lot of power coming out of them, enough to kill a human a few times over. And so those are some of my fondest years of growing. Honestly, that was we dealt with every problem under the book, because we're right next to produce fields. They had.
Isn't that amazing how you learn so many different things that had nothing to do really with what you thought you were going to learn?
Totally.
I love that.
I did not know what I was signing up for when I first got into
love it though, because then like even like some motion that you learn doing something else later on in life, like something comes up and you're like,
got this.
What the?
And that's really like these days, that time has really proven to be like our saving grace. Now when problems come up, it's like, other growers are like, oh my God, we have spider mites. It's like, oh, okay, cool. We got a program for that. No problem. We'll get them right out. Oh, I got powder mold. No problem. We'll get that right out. Even worse, aphids and everything. We dealt with every single problem.
This dude just said PM, no problem. He said aphids.
Yeah, really though.
The aphids one is what got me.
No, yeah, bro.
Aphids can destroy you if you, especially in soil. Oh my God! Like in a no-till setting, you'd be screwed.
Aphids, you would have to throw away that whole bed.
Yep, 100%.
That bed's no longer.
Yeah, I did work for a little while at this place called Rural King, and you can guess where it was probably at in the middle of nowhere. But I worked in the plant in the nursery, and we definitely dealt with a lot of different plants and stuff like that, and I learned a little bit. But yeah, aphids and all that kind of shit, and just that they're going to destroy everything. And then with cannabis, that's heartbreaking.
We've got a lot of really good organic options for aphids these days, though. Like Microtrol, all organic, OMRI certified, is really expensive, but does an amazing job at eradicating it. So it's a fungus basically that cultures in the soil. You put it into your feed it into your soil, and then it basically starts growing on the aphid. As they're walking around, they catch it, and it slowly cultures all over him, and then it builds up this spike that slowly goes through their head. It's some fucking gnarly like horror movie shit, but it's tight.
That sounds dope.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I never eat a shroom that does that to humans.
Right? Yeah. We don't need what's that HBO show? The Last of Us. We don't need that.
Yeah, I couldn't even watch it because I eat shrooms too much. Allegedly.
What
was the
satire?
What's the biggest hurdle you've had to jump over in the garden?
Honestly, for us, so we do a lot of pheno hunting. That's how we got on with Burn. That's how we got on with Brett. That's really been our bread and butter of like what's really showcased for us. And pheno hunting is really, really hard, especially on more than one or two lights. It's just so much detailed work. And the second you lapse or you forget, or you don't do your herm check, you don't do whatever, your room's full of seeds. Mm-hmm. You got to be watching those plants for how you're supposed to be nutrifying them. They're all fucking expressing different. They're all like different expressions of the parents. So like, it's not a one size fits all thing. And that took a really long time to start getting comfortable with.
Yeah, because I even saw you guys talking about that on Burner's podcast in regards to like when you're pheno hunting, you're running like 6 to 12 or something like that, and then
that was back then. Now
back then,
like,
I mean, I'm sure
it's nuts now.
It's like now it's like 100 to
literally, it's about 100 to 200 at a time, and you're
Bro,
you're still trying to get your little production run.
You guys are blowing my mind. That's crazy. And then like you guys are growing all this crazy like with that one was with a lot of crosses of the fish scale and whatnot.
Yeah, that's how we started out with Brett. He let us have was it the Azul fish scale and the apples and bananas fish scale, which at the time like Azul and apples and bananas were very staple in the cookies lineup. So we were really excited to have something that was like bananas. A little flair from it. And those actually didn't end up sticking around in the current day pheno lineup. They just it's got to be a wow these days to stick around, especially with cookies and how much stuff they got.
Yeah, and then I saw Native Selections bust out
the goat.
Yeah, I saw him start busting out stuff, all his perps and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
What was that one? It was like strawberry bubble gum.
Oh yeah, that's a 20-year-old strain right there. He's held on to.
Oh my god, I want to try that.
I got you guys.
I'm fruit terp forward.
Okay. Yeah, she's not a super heavy stony one. She's all flavor.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Perfect.
Yeah, and then the purple sand, all sorts of stuff, man. That's crazy stuff. But what are you guys growing right now? Because I said fish scale and that's not going on, but like
totally. So on the production side, that's just starting to get into the micro R&D drops here in Cookie in California. We've got the cinnamon rolls. That was a Lip Farms thing. It was a Runts by Pancakes. I'm really excited about that one. It's a candy world right now. There's, everybody's just obsessed with candy.
Skittles is everywhere.
Yeah, and or like lemon cherries, black cherries, and
Brett was talking about his like Medellin and LCG cross is coming and stuff.
Yeah. Yep. And the problem with them is, not problem, but they're just not the biggest yielders, and they're not, they're really smooth. They're really nice smoke, but they're not the heaviest, they're not, I like something that's like really going to lock you in. You know what I mean? And so the cinnamon rolls kind of brings that oomph to the candy. It's all candy smell and flavor, but then it's like knocks you back for sure.
I do like the, what like cookies and a lot of the different like I really like that euphoric floaty feeling. Like I want that to hit, like makes me want to put sweatpants on, you know what I mean?
Totally. Same. Yeah. Like my favorite thing is ending the work day dirty as hell, sitting into the couch and rolling that one up and just letting it all come in.
And I'm getting older and I'm a veteran and my lungs aren't what they used to be.
Totally.
So I need something heavier, harder and not have to smoke as much
all night long.
Or when I do, I get to pass the fuck out.
So we got the cinnamon rolls. Another one we're really, really excited about. This is an in-house cross. This is a glitter box by Biscotti.
Yeah, I saw that on
number 13.
13.
Oh man. It's so Glitterbox is bred within our group, Fuego Family Farms, Fuego is the original. That farm that I worked at originally with Todd, that was a Fuego Family Farms
I saw that you guys were talking about.
And so Kelly is Father Fuego, the originator of it all, very old school, in his 50s, been growing same thing since he was in his teens. His family was very supportive of it. That's like during like the 80s when you go to jail for a very long time for this. And
that's bit supportive during that. That's dope.
It's super dope. He's got pictures of it too. There's a lot of history there. And
that's
so
nice, man.
Kelly bred about 7 years ago now the Glitter Box, which was a Gorilla Glue to a Candyland, and then that female to a male Skittles at the time. And it had that glue, loud, pungent hit, but it had that weirdness from the Skittles,
that gluey, rubbery.
Yes,
yeah.
But the Candyland brought that cookies funk in there, and then you had that little bit of zing from the Skittles. We still run it to this day.
That was my question. Is that still available?
Absolutely.
That sounds like something I would love.
Hey,
absolutely.
These are the kings of heady boys. This is the heady boy kings here. Like
we try.
Earth Rhythm, Native Selections, Growing Passion. That's heady boy central there. Like they are connoisseurs of terps and flavors for
totally.
sure.
And I'm really blessed. I'm the youngest of the crew. I'm around, everybody else in the crew is like 40, 50 plus. And so these guys have just so much experience and wealth of knowledge that I get to soak up every day at the farms. I'm truly, truly blessed to be with the group that we're with.
Hell yeah, man. And very humble. That's dope to hear. Did you have any more for?
Yeah, I had what method are you guys growing in now?
So these days, we go we're kind of a hybrid. We don't really conform to either side, right? So everybody thinks you got to be one or the other. We're very similar actually to Brett. So you got to be straight no-till, and you're only doing teas, and you can't have any minerals or anything like mineral salts or anything like that. And on the other side is you got these people that are straight salt blocks, or you got straight cocoa, but it's just they're like, you don't need any teas, you don't need any biologicals, it's just straight Athena or whatever it is.
What?
Yeah, exactly. And so we don't actually conform to either side of that. We do both, right? So we don't run Athena, we run Mills, and their organic line. They have well sourced minerals, as well as lots of things that are feeding into the soil. And then so Brett does a cocoa version, we do a soil version.
Okay.
He's a living cocoa. We call ours, it's a living soil, but I don't like using that word because all the no-till guys come for me heavy when I do.
Man, I'm so tired of that kind of shit though.
Well, we're working on right now. We're getting soil tests from Vital Brian. He's like the godfather of organics up in NorCal.
Oh yeah.
He has a soil testing program where we can show, look, we've got lots of active fungi and bacteria here, not only helping break down any of the minerals that we're using, but also feeding and supporting the plant. So we'll go feed with some additives in there to feed the microbes, and then we'll go a straight tea. So it's every other day kind of feed.
That's how I do it.
Yeah.
Because I call it Synganic.
Agreed.
Yeah, so that's how I grow, but I use cocoa now because I'm indoor because of the living situation.
Yep.
But yeah, I started outdoor, no-till living soil, raised beds.
Yep.
And then slowly in the commercial market, being forced to use salts.
Yep.
You
find your happy
medium.
You
find that happy medium where everything works out for you.
I really want to preach that. I think it's an important style that needs to be recognized. And I'm not saying it's the best, but it's what we enjoy, and it's the flower we like to,
and it works
smoke.
very, very well.
Absolutely.
Very well.
I take that as same as like when I'm working out or something, you know what I mean? Not like I was talking to somebody recently and they're like, well, you should do it this way. I'm like, well, I don't do it that way.
Yep.
This is how I do it, and it's what
works for me.
Works for me.
Exactly.
And
I have a big thing. I say people tell you can't do something. It's normally because they can't do it.
No, you can't do it. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Exactly.
And try the weed. You like the weed before I said all that.
Exactly. So, especially when it comes to cannabis, you got people that are really, really traditional or really diehard believers. Yeah.
Yes.
And I used to be one of them. I used to be like, nah, man, I'll never use that bottle.
Same.
Like,
the no-till guys, because you live. It's credit to them. You should take a lot of pride in your work. If you're growing fire and no-till, hats off to you. You're the man. You are doing so much work to bring this flower to market. Like, good for you.
Yeah, why don't they? One of the things that I've just been thinking deeply about is with all this kind of stuff, chefing, cannabis, all this stuff, like what you do has no effect on me. So quit watching people.
Totally.
Like, nail whatever the fuck you're doing.
I think it's still good to watch people just so you can learn different
Yeah, you just don't gotta be a hater.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Don't watch to not constructively criticize, but don't watch to be rude and disrespectful just because it's not the way you do things.
Totally.
Yeah. Yeah. Just because like our parents, had to grow up and wear pleated Dockers and shit like that don't mean I got to.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's so many things you can put in with life, especially with cannabis.
Absolutely. We enjoy flower from both sides of the spectrum.
Bro, your guys' passion is like it's undoubtable. Was that a word, bro? Unfadable. So please don't try to fade this. So, but no, you guys, like, again, like when even the passion that I saw from you guys with Burner, it was just insane. I was just like, it was an hour and a half, and at first, my anxiety, I'm like, I don't know if I can sit here still for an hour and a half.
But that was one of our first times meeting him. That was the second time meeting him. I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm
not gonna lie, you look the most nervous.
Totally, bro.
Rob, the most calm, dude.
Rob is comfortable. Big Papa everywhere, bro.
Yeah, I can't. Oxygen. Try it. It hits different. But yeah. So, did you want to jump any more with cannabis?
I could ask you a million questions, but we got a couple other segments we got to hit. So
I'm here for it all.
Okay, real quick. We'll jump into the next segment, and we'll make these kind of quick. Trip tales.
Trip tales. Oof.
Uh-oh.
Which
so Trip Tales is all about like psychedelics and stuff like that. I am a heavy proponent. I can't talk today. I like psychedelics.
Absolutely.
Words from Brian talking, take two. So I do psychedelics a lot, allegedly, but ketamine really helped me out as a veteran, kind of put that angry, reactive person away.
Okay.
And I do have to like re-up on that here and there through therapy, ketamine therapies and whatnot. And still to like shrooms and stuff help me. I'm not trying to do the thing where people are like trying to take shrooms and go to work. I mean, that's
a super micro level. I think it's all good, but it's also your personal chemistry.
I'm just saying, like, they got us before when we were going to work. They're like, don't do any shrooms. But then, like, you know what? Actually, take something and bring your ass back to work. I'm like, wait a minute. You got me. But yeah, no. Yeah, I still take some. but yeah. So, have you had experience with psychedelics? I've had also DMT, where I scared the shit out of myself twice, and I haven't.
Oh, that's a bummer.
I haven't astral projected because each time I had a pen or a dab, and it just wasn't enough.
Enough to really break through.
Yeah, and I just got scared and was like, no.
That's not the way. That's not. You got to embrace it.
Yeah, bro. No, everything like reality unzipped.
Intense.
But yeah.
So yeah, I'm probably the worst of my crew to be talking about this. Robin, Todd are definitely
edibles
much more
too
vets.
Can be a heavy dose edible can put you in a psychedelic state.
Absolutely. So like I love mushrooms. These days, mostly like a microdose for me. It's more like a holistic thing. Like I just like the little positive uplift.
Yeah.
Definitely when I was younger, played around with the dangerous side of the recreational of it and got to learn a healthy respect for it for sure.
Oh, I bet they'll do that.
Oh, hell yeah. But these days, like now knowing more about cultivation and everything, especially in Santa Cruz, we have a very accepting community there, mushrooms. And we get to actually spread some information about it. So like we're now getting into like different strains of mushrooms, understanding which ones, are much stronger than the others. Like I'm a big fan of Golden Teachers.
Yes.
Nice and mellow. Allegedly we might have grown some of them. And
I know I'm not even gonna say
very allegedly.
I'm not even gonna say alleged handles.
Yeah. But now I stick away from like penis envy or like blue meanies. Blue meanies are very mean. They will get your ass.
So just a couple weeks ago, like a guest had, gave me some,
Mhm.
and I've eaten the apes, all that stuff,
Yep.
and I'd stopped because I cannot find an okay dose.
Totally.
With even the smaller dose, I'm still like,
exactly.
I'm like, this is not what I wanted.
I don't want to be in public anymore.
And I'm just like, the animal starts coming out and shit. So yeah, no. But then I had some recently, like some tidal waves, which are PEs times B plus, which is more of a body fry.
Yes,
not really.
Love that.
But yeah, the teachers are awesome. I also went to Amsterdam when I was in the army because we had a 4-day weekend.
Did you try the truffles?
We didn't have truffles because when I went, the shrooms were still available.
Gotcha.
So we went and there were the energy shops, and we pulled up and all the energy shops were closed. But I was like, well, we're here. I'm going to do something.
Hell yeah.
So we went and smoked weed, and we smoked Peacemaker, which is also Great White Shark.
Okay.
Fire. Old school.
Old school, yeah.
Old school.
I had that when I was like 16.
I was 18, 19.
Yeah.
Something like that. But then the next day we got shrooms, and they're like, these ones are like ecstasy. These ones are like acid. These ones are like this. And then they had the fresh ones. Yeah. That's something I want to get in.
Totally. Well,
allegedly.
Yeah, well, in fresh ones,
when it's legal,
you can definitely eat a lot more fresh, when they're dried, especially like the drying method with mushrooms is much different than weed. It's much tushier. You can easily just suck all the moisture right out of those things, and then they are scary potent. You got this little thing that looks so innocent, but low key it is just packed with spores, and you're about to get slapped.
I also know like a way to extract better than just eating them
into the oil,
into other things. Like we'll talk after.
Badass.
Yeah, I'll teach
Badass.
you. Yeah. I think I taught Dingles, Max, and Brett on Call of Duty the other day.
Sick.
Yeah, it's pretty ingenious. So yeah, dope. Shrooms, and they're getting bigger out there. Thank goodness. They've already like started doing studies for veterans with MDMA and psilocybin.
Huge. In the right setting, in the right situation. You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that, but also alcohol's legal, so
totally
fuck off.
The stigma, we need to destigmatize heavily.
Psychedelics,
cannabis, psychedelics,
anything.
Especially acid.
Well, I don't.
Yep, totally.
Yeah, I'm a huge gel tab fan.
Totally. The Rob and Todd are on a sick one right now with with the L, but for me, L has always kind of reacted kind of weird. I don't know why, but
it's always a happy time for me. Tell me your experience, because that's. I'll be honest. You don't have to go into it, but
for some reason, like mushrooms, I get all happy and bubbly, like good time. Sometimes you get that weird almost anxiety feeling for a sec, that kind of wave that comes. But like for L, for some reason, for me, the few times I've done it, I just get kind of destructive for some reason. I don't know.
That's so. You and I are the reverse.
Gotcha.
Yeah, me too.
So on shrooms, I'm just like my stomach, and I'm just like I'll even just be joking, and someone will say something to me. I'll be like, "Fuck you," and I'll be like,
exactly.
And I'm like, I don't really mean that.
No,
that's me on both.
That's me on L to a T.
But L, I'm just like, at one point in time, I was I've stood up and been like, I'm a golden god. You know what I mean? It's just like shit like that, like in the middle of a room. Like, are you good? I'm like, I'm great. Like, I feel like I have wings right now.
Totally.
I've taken that was off of 5 gels.
Ooh,
wow.
Oh, bro.
Bing bong.
Fuck with me. Y'all wanna go on a trip? Let's do this shit. I don't. 7 grams in a room of darkness. Let's go. I'll fucking.
I'm with it.
I'll tell you. I'll show you. Anyway. But yeah, no, that's dope. Thank you for sharing with that with us. God, I can't talk today.
Thank you for sharing that with us. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, you want to do the commercial real quick, and then we'll jump into. Let's get them.
Because as they try to.
Welcome. A couple things.
Has been back, everybody.
All right. Welcome back. All right now. If you can go ahead and we'll just jump into, we're going to skip this segment today. We're going to go ahead and jump into Plug Talk. I was so pleased with that. Oh man, that's people have asked me that a lot. I was like, because I always nerd out on my own shit.
As you should. You should be proud of your shit.
Ego a little bit. Then we take shrooms. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm proud of my things and stuff, and I'm super happy at where we're at and where we're going and stuff.
Like, you guys got an awesome production going on here. This is dope.
Shout out to
Habari Studios,
Damon, Iesha, Habari.entertainment.com. I can't talk. Thank you for filling in for when I can't.
That's what I'm here for.
I was trying to remembers everybody's names. Holy, I think I'm having a stroke. So I smoke weed. Jesus Christ, what happens when I smoke more? Let's find out. So Plug Talk is all about promoting what you have going on. Obviously, you guys have weed going on.
Totally.
And we just kind of wanted to move on a little bit faster in this one. But like, what do you guys like? What's next for Earth Rhythm?
Right now, obviously, this is also mostly native, is the Purple Sand. We're really excited about it. It's finally getting into its first drop for California. We were able to do some mini drops with a couple plants from our rooms just to, kind of build that hype. But Cookies up north in Humboldt is going to be, I think they got like 150 feet of Purple Sand that's frozen right now, about to get washed. Rob's going to go up there, get it going, and then everybody's going to get to try all organic, vital grown Purple Sand, purple melt, like bomb, tasty. You can try it. You can at me. You make your own opinion, but we stand by it.
Hell yeah. He said,
is that coming to Arizona?
Absolutely. We're working on it right now. We want the right situation to make the right material for it. We really want to respect that one. We don't want to just have it,
Any melt you got to really respect.
Absolutely.
Damaged by transportation.
Yeah, market
growing style.
We were just talking.
Exactly.
Yeah, but he said add him. He said, go ahead, you can add him because that shit's gonna be fire and shit. Yeah, we could thank you for that, because standing on it, because there's a lot of people out here, like we were discussing before, like a lot of people use that full melt as a marketing term, and it's not really full melt.
No,
not even close.
Not even close. Yeah. So like, and what we've been able to be releasing in the small batch has just been a full spectrum. As much as we can get out to the public, it does wash purple, all the different microns for the most part. I think like the 25 might be white, but everything else is purple from like 70 to like 120.
Yeah, because I saw on the podcast, on Burner's podcast, even when Rob pressed it.
Yeah.
And it was just purple.
Still purple?
Because he said like, deep purple. But
that part, we're working on some R&D. It's a little tricky. Like if you go a little too hot, it will turn to this like almost like grayish, like less like pinkish thing. So like that's what we're really excited about right now, is to have enough material to get it out to the public, but also have enough for us to R&D with and start playing with some new products, because there's so many options with it.
So how it was just like the hash right there, and he had it in like parchment, you know, and then he pressed that. But he also, but then also Rod also said like you got to be careful because like you press in it, he's like some of it right here, it like turns out kind of like a grayish, kind of like a white,
grayish, pinkish, you know.
It's like a lavender. I feel
totally
it's closer to like a subtle lavender. Yeah.
So that's what we're also going to be playing with. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Have Hash. Good buddy of mine. He's winning every hash competition there is right now. Ego Clash California, Ego Clash Spain, Masters of Rosin, Hash Vegas, everything. He's
I don't
crushing.
know anybody. I'm sorry, Hash.
Have Hash.
See, I can't even.
Shout out Stockwell. And so we're all going to be playing around and really trying to get some different consistencies where we can get like, you know, a real purple liquid coming out of it. And, you know, ideally maybe playing with that with some other products as well, and some infusions and stuff like that. But we haven't had just enough material to do it yet. So we're finally getting to that. And I'd say right now that's some of the most exciting stuff. And we're pheno hunting a bunch of crosses of it. So Rob's going to be releasing the seeds end of the year. He has reversed it. He's crossed it to a bunch of things. And so we're doing the testing right now. So we're trying to be on the next step of like, all right, purple melt's out there. Now we're trying to get different flavors of purple melt, because usually a purple hash is a Tropicana cross, more often than not.
Fucking right here, man. Like, man, you're gonna make a motherfucker shed a happy tear. Like, because this is the shit. Like, this is what I want to get back into, man. You guys are really showing it. Like,
it's exciting.
Yeah, man. It's like exciting to like. I love weed. I love talking about it. I love the feeling that it gives. I love everything about it, and I want to get back to that relaxed fucking, hey bud, check this shit out.
Yeah,
like not like fucking
what do you mean this isn't the best?
Yeah, fucking I got Piatella.
Yeah, right.
Piatella.
And that's another thing. We want to try to make like a Piatella, make a purple brick or something like that.
Make it, and then like Legos, and you put them together,
totally,
and blow your fucking mind.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. See, like this is the shit. This is what we want to end up building, if like the whole like vibe and shit, like especially with you guys and stuff. And I hope like when you guys come back out here with like Rob and Todd and all them, and hopefully Brett.
Yeah, right.
Brett's hard to nail down.
The man just took on 300 lights.
That's what I'm saying. He's a bit, anytime I say anything about anybody, like it can get him here. These people are very, very busy, and I understand that.
Yep.
But yeah, no, especially with the vibes and stuff with you guys, it'd be hella dope to actually hang out.
I'm definitely bringing the crew through here. This is an awesome vibe.
Fuck yeah. Then we'll have to throw another sesh too.
Absolutely, yeah.
To smoke.
I will actually be able to smoke. I'm injured right now. If I cough, my rib pops out. So, not today.
You did grab us some stuff from the cookies here in Tempe. Thank goodness, because I haven't been able to try anything from them yet. I don't know why I haven't been able. I don't know why I talk.
And thank you to the Cookies Tempe's guys. Really appreciate you guys.
Also, big shout out to Dingles
out there right now.
From Cookies Tempe. I'm really digging the cereal a la mode. It's a Kenny Powers cross. We actually do pheno hunting and
Kenny fucking Powers.
KP, the man.
You guys had like the True Do or
Florida OG. So like one of the parents of Cookies, Kenny actually entrusted us in California to run that. It's the classic OG, and we're really thankful for him to giving us that confidence to.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. The OG Kushes and stuff like that started in Florida.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
I've been searching for Florida OG for over 12 years.
Come on up to Santa Cruz. We're constantly growing it. I got nugs for you.
Hell yeah. So we're going to end up taking a trip to Cali here in the next few months.
Please do.
Man, last time I did this was a shitty throw. So
here we go, everybody. Let's see it.
Bro, I hit you in the hand,
that
son.
One was good.
Hit you in the hand, son. Wake up. So this real quick is a dual chamber all-in-one vape with the Bernie Hanna butter and the tequila sunrise. You gonna pop that shit real quick? Gave us
real quick.
The all-time high or the Collins. Oh, Ricky Ross. Check out his watches. No. Topical. If you guys don't know, there was a guy that does watches, and He's calling him out on all his fake watches, and then and then Rick Ross called him a pig and proceeded to make donkey sounds. That was pretty funny. He's like, "Yeah, pig, honk, honk." What the fuck? Like, all right. Quicksand. I haven't seen this strain. I'll have to check that shit out. Definitely the cereal a la mode.
Yeah, that's the one I can really stand behind and say, you know.
I know I really want to smoke this shit because I really wanted to feel like that getting sweatpants. God.
Focus, Ryan.
Focus. Yeah, brain. And then the Mexican flan. We got apples and bananas.
He's like off camera. Let me just
Yellow roses. And I'm gonna say it white. Pilon. So awesome. Thank you very much. We're definitely gonna check this shit out. Should we pop it real quick? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to smell.
Yeah, Kenny's the cereal crosses, I believe, are snowman crosses or something like that. But like that and the cereal milk from Kenny and now the cinnamon milk is just insane. Like the cinnamon milk will be coming soon, as well as the pomegranate shake from Kenny. He let us try those early on.
Bruh.
They just smoke. They're so good.
Bruh.
Kenny's genetics, par none. We will always shout and support him.
Bruh. This shit's fire.
Right? I was impressed. I was like, damn, you guys got it going here.
Here, look at it. Just don't think no. Just kidding. And then the flan, we'll pop all this shit. Just here we go. ASMR.
That was good. That was good.
You're welcome, everybody.
That smells amazing. That smells amazing.
It's got the cereal sweetness. It's almost like a candy, but you can't put it in the candy lane. It really is its own thing. It is like a cereal.
I do that. Like cookies in my top 5 are Thin Mint Girl Scout cookies, GSC, and Tropicana cookies. All like same.
You got to try Brett's Girl Scout cookies.
London pound cake, Girl Scout cookies. I'm not. I haven't tried a whole bunch of cookie stuff.
Mm-hmm. We're very fortunate to get to try so many different things from the crew regularly.
Here, you open another one over there, and I'll open this other one. This Quicksand. Do you know the lineage on this or?
I don't. Okay. You know, cookies.
Somebody throw it down in the comments. So we're also gonna do premieres on this. So on Monday night, we're gonna go ahead this episode. We're gonna go ahead and premiere it and be in the live chat too. So if you guys want to jump in, that'd be too cool.
We absolutely will.
But maybe we'll have the lineage by then is what I was trying to get to.
Oh yeah,
fuck, dog. I like it. I mean, it all looks fucking fire. Looks way better. Like, so I used to buy all this stuff. Me and homie Espinoza, we used to go around and make sure when all the drops came of the different strains of cookies, we all got them.
Yep.
And stuff. If you look at my main page back there, you gotta scroll. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we had them all and stuff like that. Royal Choice Farms and stuff. But this stuff, shout out to Nirvana. I'm pretty impressed.
They've been putting a lot of effort into their grow. They're constantly improving their grows, and they're constantly taking advice on their grows of like how to get it to that next level. They really put a lot of work into what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a really critical person when it comes to
agreed.
Agreed. This is some of the best stuff I've seen come out of Nirvana ever.
Yeah. I mean, I used to work for Nirvana.
Oh, no way. Okay.
Yeah. Bro, I've worked for every dispo just about out of here. But like they all started like tip sharing and stuff. And I was like, nah, dog, that's called stealing.
That's why I was so sad when Bloom sold to Curaleaf because that was one of the only places left here that didn't make you share your tips.
But I mean, I had a lot of fun. I'm thankful for every opportunity I've gotten. So, but hell yeah, man, I'm gonna smoke the shit out of this. I know we got football. Fuck. March Madness basketball going on right now. God damn. They got their football bats. Fucking dumb. I'm a big Alabama fan. I'm sorry, everybody. Roll Tide. They're playing UNC right now, probably losing, but
yeah, they're definitely losing.
Shut up. Let me live it. But Awesome. Thank you very much. You guys have anything else? The purple sand, all that stuff.
Really, I just want to say thank you to my team and to Cookies, Burner, all of them for just really giving us this platform to be. We really wouldn't be here talking to you if it weren't for Burner, Brett, and all the guys who have really just made this happen. We're super thankful, and it's a dream come true. I mean, I get to do what I really get to do what I love every day, and meet so many cool people, and just really enjoy this ride. And I really thank you guys for having me on. I feel super blessed.
Thank you, man. No, we're blessed.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming out here, man.
Yeah, especially
we're gonna come back full force next time. I feel like I came kind of lacking on this one, so I
did have one more question.
Absolutely.
How long have you been cultivating total?
Professionally?
No. Total.
So like 13, what would that be? 14 years now? 14 years? Yeah. Nice. Started in outdoor. My first plants were some chem dogs.
Oh, see, chem is my shit. I was just talking to the homie. Yeah, chem is my shit because as a veteran, like that tunnel vision and shit, that fucking.
Yeah, I
love that shit.
I got a pack that I'm about to actually pop purple chem number 4.
No, dog.
Okay. It's really sad. You don't see a lot of the chem dog in the market anymore.
My homie's is about to wash some right now. It's the London pound cake times.
What?
Huh? Yeah. London pound cake times whatever the hell we're talking about. Brain fucked. Yeah, and the it's Chem de la Chem.
Got you.
Yeah.
Like Archive actually talks about it. It's in like the commercial market. Archive. Chem is one of those ones that like. It is so flavorful and fragrant and really vibrant green right off the back, but it degrades, not degrades, but it yellows really fast. And so like in the commercial market where there's so much gap time between our harvest to getting into the store, a lot of people, aren't getting what they expect because it's like, a little bit yellower or whatever. And so it's really sad to see certain things like that starting to leave the market. A lot of the OGs are like that, like the real older OGs are like that.
Hopefully that bill that we're trying to pass out here will help that out. The interstate transport and the transport from actual cultivation to customer instead of having to have that.
We need direct to consumer. Yeah. This is a perishable good.
Especially with full melt. Or anything
how you have to store it and handle it.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Just getting it from where it was processed to the storage freezer can degrade it, and then getting it from that storage freezer, taking it in a little cooler to whichever dispensary you're going to be taking.
Anytime I've ever gone to a dispensary to buy full melt, I've been so nervous. I'm like, I'm driving home. I'm like,
totally.
Everything in the dispensary is a gamble because one, you don't know how long it's been in there.
Yep.
Two, you don't know if it's white labeled or if it's coming from where it says it's coming from.
Yep.
There's a lot of things, a lot of factors that mess it up. So that direct to consumer would be amazing.
And I'll give it to Cookies, like Burn and London, and a lot of the guys in the Cookies crew have been working really closely with Rob about not just putting out the full melt, like, slapping the name on it and calling it. Like, they're working on packaging that's going to have like basically like a little ice pack underneath it to
kind of like I don't want to say the brand, but yeah, dope.
But they're working on ways to make sure that quality stays as intact as possible so that the consumer can really get like what was some of us headier guys are you're getting to try, allegedly straight away, you know what I mean? And that's really important. That just that needs to be part of it.
I want to set up the rig under the press, Rob.
He's with it. He's with it for sure.
I mean, allegedly satire.
Fresh off the parchment. Like, there's just nothing better than that, man.
You can smell it from here. You know what I mean?
That's the reason why I love doing my own.
You got to be breathing in above it so you get the terps that are coming off.
And that's that full medicinal value, really. That's like we're doing a disservice to the end consumer by not setting up a framework that really, really exemplifies that.
Exactly.
Dope.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, what we have going on, we have a sesh tomorrow, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Exhale Society. We will have a food truck there. That is not free, but they're really cool people. And then it's only $10 at the door. If you are a prior podcast guest, you get in free +1. Just let them know that you're with the podcast when you come in. Sunday we have the Pot Buddha coming on, one of the Gromies.
Dope.
That'll be dope.
Very, very, very dope individual.
Very good, like very like spiritual and very like it's very smart, very smart. And what else? That's a lot. But yeah, we got more clips. I think I have another clip coming tomorrow. For the Gilbert grower, another grow me.
Dope.
He's the one with that London pound cake times or London pound mints or something crazy, doc.
And are these all private home growers?
Yeah.
Shout out to all of them. We need to keep that going heavily. California, any state. That's take the time, put it in your closet.
That's
learn.
What this whole thing is about.
I just came from the Capitol a couple days ago, protesting.
Yes,
because we had a bill that would have been amazing. Would have been a micro license bill for any 21-year-old resident of Arizona.
We need that.
It didn't go through, but
yeah, it didn't go through. But the good thing
keep
is,
pushing.
Yeah,
keep pushing. It's
I
important.
got a meeting next Thursday with a couple of representatives. I don't give up easy, so we're gonna keep fighting.
Push the medicine. You got full support over here from Earth Rhythm, Native, Fuego, Cookies. All of us. We're about that.
Yeah, we that's what we were all about. That's the Gromies and everything, because we've gotten so far away from all this stuff in cannabis and stuff. We need to get back to helping each other out and
bring community.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know what I know. We wouldn't have what we have.
If you're being honest, no one would be here.
100%.
Each one teach one.
100%. And we are always open books. Anybody wants to hit us in the DM about anything growing, I will tell you exactly what we're doing. Like we are proud of what we do.
He just laid out what he did.
Yeah. So that's one thing. That's why I'm glad to have y'all in the Arizona market, because transparency isn't something that's normal in the Arizona market. So to see that is
you guys come and walk in the grows and stuff. That's dope.
Needed.
All right. Awesome. Thank you very much. We're going to get you going. We very much appreciate you coming out. Thank everybody for checking us out. Make sure to tap in, smoke up, trip out. We love y'all. Deuces.
Thank you.
Video, I'm staring at